Hey, this is Bobcat. I'm out here on the creek and I'm gonna do a video for you on how to sample when you're mining. So, let's start. First, let's start with a little bit of explaining on what sampling is. And sampling is, you go and you take a couple samples of dirt from specific places where you know, or don't know, but you think there might be gold. And then you run that through at home or some other place. Just to make sure that there's gold there so you don't waste your time running through dirt that doesn't have anything in it. So, we're going to go through that. Okay, so this is the first spot where we're going to sample today. You can see this dry creek bed. There's water over to the left, but it hasn't reached here yet, which makes it good so we can sample here. What we're doing is where the creek kind of makes a curve like that. It's making a right-hand curve. Well, technically the water's going left, but anyway. There's a curve here. And on the inside curve, there's this gravel bar. You can see we got some decently sized gravels, but then some sand underneath that just settled through the gravel. So what we're going to do is we're going to take several scoops of that and put it in our bucket. We'll take it home, dry it out, pan it, and see if it's worth bringing a sluice out here to dig through this. Okay, so here I just took a really small sample. You can see about 3 inches of dirt on the bottom. But, it's been raining. It's raining right now. So this is actually about 15 pounds. So it's heavy. I have to carry this a third of a mile back to the truck, which doesn't sound that far, but this gets heavy in one hand. So now we're going to move on to the next spot. Okay, here's our second spot that we're going to take a sample from. You can see we're on the side of a clay hill. We did pull some gold out of here last time we did any panning here, but it was just too hard. This was wet, about like it is now, and it was just not going through the classifier or the sluice, so we call it a day. We never made it back out this summer. But anyway, we're pulling from right here, under here. You can see there's some gravelly stuff here. Take a scoop in the gravel. You see where it's, whoa. You can see there's this little crevice thing here where this is going to slip, so this should be a pretty good spot. And there's iron pyrite and limonite, dolomite. This, I think, is manganese oxide, so looks like there's going to be a lot of gold through here. You can see some gravel from other people who have been digging here, pulling the gravel out. So, this should be pretty good. Okay, so I was digging here. I wanted to give you a close-up. Look at all that color in there. There's some quartz here, limonite and dolomite, manganese, iron. You can see just iron pyrite floating in the water down here. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but there's just iron pyrite everywhere. I think this is where we're going to get most of the gold, which is what happened last time we were here. Alright, there's sample number 2. Again, not very much, but it's wet and slimy and clay. Just sticks to everything. Alright, this is the site of our second sample here. You can see there's all this gravelly stuff up in here. It's kind of dark, there's a plant in the way. But there's a lot of gravel, and it kind of flows in a vein down and up. I'm on this false bedrock, caliche looking stuff, sandstone, I don't know what it is. It's a false bedrock. There should be some gold here, but we never managed to take much of a sample of it last time we were here. So there's your final sample. We've got all of our samples stacked up in this bucket, so I can just grab it and walk off. And we're going to take these home, get them all dried out, and then we'll sample them, see what we get. Thanks for watching Bobcat in the Woods. If you like what you saw, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and if you want to be notified when I put out my next video, go ahead and subscribe. While you're doing that, I'm going to cross that log.